YouTube, it is Mr. Mean coming at you this fine Sunday late afternoon, December 2nd, 19, almost said 1998, 2018. Wow, and you know where my mind's at, huh? Anyway, sorry for it's been a while since I've made a post. Things have been crazy, but we're getting our life together. I got a new job. The job at the EPA just wasn't for me, and I decided to move on, and a company had been pursuing me. Some things happened, blah, 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 blah. You guys don't care. Long story short, finally things worked out. They contacted me, made me an offer. It was too good to pass up. So I took the offer. So I start Tuesday. My boss is flying in. I don't know where. And he's flying in and everything goes there. But we haven't done a video. So obviously, let's get some housekeeping out of the way. Like and subscribe as always. Tell your friends. I'm at 421 or 425 subscribers now. So thank you guys very much for liking and subscribing. Remember, you can always hit the little bell up there at the top right corner, and you'll get notified when I post a new video. My Patreon subscribers get the video a week before you guys see this. So if you're watching this on YouTube, it'll be a week from today. So the 9th, basically, this will get published to the world and everybody can see it. But my Patreon subscribers, they get it first, so they'll get it tonight when I post it. They'll get it right away. So if you like these videos and you like my content, you like seeing this ugly mug talking to you every week or so, go ahead and hit that Patreon button and subscribe to Patreon. It's you can do it as little as $5 a month or $15. I'm still working on trying to get some guys to come on the show. With my life being crazy right now, it's just been really rough trying to get anything scheduled. But things are calming down, and we'll be getting back to a more regular broadcast here in the near future. But housekeeping over. Let's get to the game stuff, the stuff we want to see. I had pre-ordered the Vampire 5th edition from, I don't even know who's publishing it now. It's Onyx Path, but it's not. CCP guys no longer own it. They sold it. That's the EVE Online guys. They sold it to another company. Anyway, so they put out 5th edition Vampire. They're going to revamp it. New rules, mechanics, cool new dice. Blood dice or hunger dice versus the regular black dice. The hunger dice are red. They're just D10s. It's still a D10 system. Still a stat and a skill. Roll a bunch of dice. The difference is if your hunger is so on and so forth. If you have so much hunger built up, those you put in red dice instead of the regular black dice, and then those subtract from whatever you roll. So, but unfortunately, I pre-ordered it on Game Nerds, shameless plug for GameNerds.com, that's with a Z, or Miniature Market. They seem to have very similar prices. I went through Game Nerds because it was slightly cheaper. It was about $6-7 cheaper, and the shipping was cheaper. But unfortunately, I didn't get it. I wind up canceling my order because everything was delayed. I was supposed to have had it a month ago. And it didn't come out, and I was like, well, where's my shit? And I couldn't find out anything. Well, what happened evidently, and I don't know everything behind it, and it's not open for debate, but evidently there's some passages in the book that made reference to gay people and lesbians and stuff, and being picked on in Chechnya or somewhere, I don't even know where, somewhere over there in Europe, Eastern European area, and being, targeted for violence, real world stuff that they put in the book. And a lot of people felt that was uncool. I kind of agree. But then again, I look at it as this is a work of fiction. Yeah, they're pulling real world events, and maybe that's the part that people are getting upset about. I don't know for sure. I don't want to start a debate. I don't want to offend anybody. I personally don't really care. I look at it as it's a role-playing game, and I mean, what's the biggest thing? We all scream about role. We want realism in our games. We want it to be, real. And we're talking about vampires. We're talking about people who eat people, to survive. It doesn't get any darker than that. But yet, people are up in arms, and I understand feelings and stuff like that. And I like I said, I don't necessarily agree with it, but then again, I'm able to separate fact and fiction, or fantasy and reality. I guess some people aren't, or they don't want to. That's fine. But long story short, the company that's producing the Vampire 5th edition pulled the product. They don't want to send it out there. They can nothing they can do about the PDFs. They're already out in the wild. I don't have the PDF. But like I said, I pre-ordered the collector's box edition. It was like $120 or something on Game Nerds. It was a really good price. I got the jam screen and I got the dice. So all said and done, like I said, it was supposed to be like $130, $140 all said and done. And I've had it ordered for a while now, and unfortunately it's never come. So I was like, you know what, I'm tired of waiting. I don't really want to support something that's, you know, causing harm in the real world and putting a lot of people, you know, ill at ease. And I love my Vampire, but the way I kind of look at it is, you know what, Vampire had its heyday. Do I really need a 5th edition? I have in my library, I have the New World of Darkness Vampire, and it suits my needs. It does everything I need it to do. I like it, and I have all the old stuff on PDF. So did I really need a 5th edition? No, I didn't, and I'm not playing it. I don't know anybody who is playing it. It was just going to be nice for my collection, and it was beautiful looking books, don't get me wrong, but you know, they delayed it for, you know, indefinitely. They didn't really give it, you know, they're redoing that chapter or that paragraph that talks about these atrocities that are happening in the real world, and they're, you know, whatever else. And there's been a whole bunch of political statements, and, you know, the company is absolved a certain part of white. It's crazy. Go on Reddit and read about it. I don't know the ins and outs of it, and I don't profess to want to know. Long story short, I canceled my pre-order, put the money back on my plasma donation card, and I was like, well, crap, I don't want to leave that money on there, and I've got a job now and everything's working out, so what do I need? And so I ordered, because it's relevant, and I do still play here and there, and I GM here and there, especially when I go to conventions and they need me, and those of you who have watched my channel know. So I ordered, and this came in the mail today, a lovely package from Amazon. So I've got my trusty buck knife. I had to go out and buy a new one because I had to go to the courthouse the other day to get some paperwork done, and I couldn't pass through the metal detectors because I've been carrying a pocket knife since I was 14 years old. I am now 51, almost 52. Do you know how annoying it is to be without something that you've carried for most of your life? It's horrible. Anyway, safety first. Cut away from you always. We're going to open this up. Ooh, that's a sharp knife. Sorry if you hear my kid screaming in the background. We just put him down for a nap. It's about 2:30 here in Duluth, Minnesota. All right. So I'm going to, safety first, close my knife, put it away. Never leave an open knife out. People can get hurt, especially when you got babies at home. All righty. So, packing, always fun to pop with the kid later. I will tell you this: I'm a big fan of Amazon. I like how they usually do things, but I'm a little disappointed in the packing here, because this is a somewhat of a collector's item. Luckily, it does not appear to be banged up. Yeah, it is shrink wrapped, but oh my goodness, what could we have? Dun 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 dun. Can you see that? Dungeons and Dragons. Look at that. Yes, this is. I didn't go for the Uber alternative covers. Supposedly, this is the collector set. Now, what's neat about this is it has supposedly metallic covers. So it is shrink wrap real nice. And like I said, there was just that one little air bubble or pocket in there, and it still has relatively the same covers, but it's in a slipcase. And you can see on my shelf there, right there, I have cleared out a spot. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my old books, and I'm going to take them down to the local game store. I'm going to trade them in for store credit. But, oh, yeah, this is nice. Get rid of that. All right, so a little flyer on the back. Explore ancient cities and deadly dungeons. Whether you're just starting your first adventure or you're a veteran dungeon master, the core rulebooks of the Dungeons & Dragons role-playing game will spark your imagination and help you create worlds of adventure. As DM, You can use the Dungeon Master screen to hide all your secrets and quickly reference key rules to help keep the game going. Enjoy the fresh finish on these beautiful covers while you create the ultimate adventurer to battle dragons, giants, mind flayers, and beholders on your quest for legendary treasure. The world needs heroes. Will you answer the call? And the contents are the Player's Handbook, the Monster Manual, the Dungeon Master's Guide, and the Dungeon Master's Screen. And this has a suggested retail of $169.95 or $220.95 Canadian. I did not pay nearly that. I paid $106 off of Amazon. So, but this is the metallic covers. I didn't do my homework. I know there's the alternative covers, which are very dark, and they have like really cool art on them. I didn't get that one. That one cost even more. I guess that's supposed to be the ultra rare, but I thought these were super cool. So let's see what we got in here. So we've got the GM screen. Okay, and now the main reason I got these is because this is the most current version of the rules. All the errata that is up to date as of when this went to print, which is probably about a month ago, because on average it takes about 30 days to get across the ocean. These were probably printed in Canada or printed in China. Let me see if it says. No, it was printed in the USA. Well, excuse me. That's awesome. So thank you, Hasbro, for being US and getting it done in America. That's awesome. So who knows how long? Maybe it was 2 weeks ago, and then it's there. So this is the GM screen. Let's go ahead and get it open now. The GM screen looks like the same GM screen that I have here. I have this GM screen, and it looks relatively the same. We'll compare them. And like I said, they supposedly all the errata and everything is supposed to be in these. This is the latest edition, and that was the main reason I got it. Not that I ran into too many issues, with my current copy, but I wanted all the latest, errata that I could get. So this is the current. The colors, it seems a little. It is kind of metallic. All right, so let me fold this the opposite way and put them both up on screen. So this is the current one that I have, and I don't know if you can see that. And then here is the new one. You can see there's a slight color difference. The camera is really not picking it up, but there's a slight metallic sheen, especially on the Dungeons and Dragons part, if you can see it there versus that one. You see how the bottom one that I'm wiggling looks a little darker, but this one looks a little vibrant? It's because it's kind of got a metallic sheen to it. And that's what's supposedly supposed to be new with these. Now, I'll have to sit there and look on the inside and, look at all the stuff and see if it's the same or not. But, yeah, it looks like the same GM screen. But, yeah. And the and symbol, ampersand, is kind of shiny. My camera's not picking it up, but you can definitely see, and the dragon, yeah, it really pops. So, yeah, very nice. So that's the GM screen, very nice. The box, let's put the GM screen back in there. And to be honest, I'm a sucker for box sets. And like I said, the big draw for this was the metallic covers, first of all, because I saw someone else did one of the WotC guys or one of the YouTube channels that I follow, they did a unboxing. And I saw the collector's edition, if you want to say that. I hate using that word, but because I think that's what it is, though. But I didn't like the covers. I mean, they look cool. They just didn't spark me. This is, it's got a little metallic, that metal. You can see the light on the red. And then it's a matte black with kind of shiny dragon icon. So that's and then, of course, obviously that's going to stick out on your bookshelf. And then you can put it, that way. And then there's the UPC on the bottom, so it's gorgeous. So let's go ahead and pop these out. We already looked at the GM screen. I can see the metallic sheen on the spines already. So let's get the Dungeon Master's Guide. Oh yeah, that's nice. So let me get the regular Dungeon Master's Guide. Oh yeah, you could totally see the difference. Night and day. My kid is unhappy. He does not want to take a nap. So there's the new one. You can kind of see the colors on the camera look a little muted, but the purple smoke coming off his hand, you can tell is kind of a little sheeny, so you can see the difference. This obviously has a high gloss because it's a glossy cover, and this does not as a glossy, but to the naked eye, it has a metallic sheen to it, which is very cool. And like I said, these have the latest errata. So this was printed in the U.S., so probably shipped directly to the warehouses. So this is probably 2 weeks fresh, as opposed to if it was printed in China and it had to come across the sea. So they are gorgeous, man. I'm telling you. Now the interior should be exactly the same, except for some, rules changes and errata that was put in. So I mean, everybody should. I mean, so it's nice just to have these. Like I said, I don't play a whole lot, so I wanted to. Oh man, the monster manual just pops. So you can see that there. Wow. I mean, the camera doesn't do it justice. That is really nice. When things settle down and I get a little more income coming in, I'm going to buy a nice HD camera for recording my videos. I'm going to find out what kind Red or Ash has on Gorilla Miniature. Oh, and the player's handbook is the Dungeons and Dragons logo right here really pops in the light. And again, the camera, for whatever reason, looks grainy. I don't know how it looks on your end, but it looks grainy to me, and I hate that. But that is really nice. Yeah. So, and like I said, supposedly the latest printing of the rules and errata. First printing August 2014. 10th printing October 2018. So these rules are up to date as of October. We just got into December, so that's pretty awesome. So, and then it's just the sleeve is just a basic sleeve. It's white on the inside. It's very nice, guys. I mean, each book alone would run you. Geez, I don't know how much. I think each book was like $50 brand new. Yeah, $49.95 for. I think maybe the player's handbook was a little cheaper. The monster manual, $49.95. Let's see, how much is the player's? $49.95. So yeah, so $150 plus tax, plus another $20 for the GM screen. So you're $170 plus tax. You're looking at right at $200 all said and done. If you were to buy this separately. And I got it for $106 and free shipping. So that's a win in my book. That's a savings of, right at $80 plus. So I'm going to put these back in here without mangling them. I'm very, very happy. And like I said, I'll be happy to put those in on my game shelf. In fact, we're going to go put it up there right now. If it'll fit, let's see. It probably won't fit. Oh, it won't fit. It's too big. It's too big to fit on that shelf. Son of a mother. So we'll have to rearrange some stuff and see if we can make it fit. But so that is the Dungeons and Dragons metallic collector set, I guess you could call it, in a sleeved edition. Now I'm kind of wondering if I'm going to trade in my old books. Maybe I'll just keep those to play with and keep these on the shelf as a kind of a collector's item because they are awesome looking, man. I will tell you that for sure. I really could see the difference on the... Oop, I put the wrong GM screen in. Boy, I would have been mad if I'd have traded that in. Yeah, I sure did. I put the wrong GM screen in there. I'd have been mad if I traded that to the game store. I'll look at those at the GM screen and see if there's any major, glaring differences when I look at it. But in other news, let's see what else is going on. Thank you guys for watching, of course. I wanted to whip out a video because I hadn't had a chance to put one out. And I start the new job on Tuesday, so this week is going to be kind of shot. I don't think I'll be able to get a video out next, Sunday or Monday. I might. I don't know. I'll try my darndest. Maybe when the kid goes down for a nap Sunday afternoon, I'll try to whip out a video. But yeah, so really excited. That is gorgeous. Those, I can't wait to sit down and flip through those and give them a reread. It's been a while since I've read them, so I'm gonna have a lot of free time after work here. My wife is going to be gone for 30 days on a trip, and I am going to be super daddy. And but he goes to bed about 7 o'clock, 7:30, unless I feel like letting him run around like a maniac, and then I do. And I might let him stay up till 9. It just depends. He's really good about getting up, and I'm blessed. I got a really cool kid, man. Although he doesn't want to take a nap right now. But once he goes to bed, I'll probably curl up with these and read on the couch or whatever, because it's been a while since I read them, and it's always nice to refresh your memory. Kind of making me want to run a D&D game now. But in other news, Mr. Mean will be running a Mutants and Masterminds game via Discord. So there's links on my page to my Discord channel with the open invite. If you're interested in playing, I have a separate Discord channel set up for gaming, Mr. Means Gaming. And what I'll do is hit me up on my Mr. Mean Speaks Discord channel, and then I'll send you an invite from there to the gaming channel. And then what we'll do is we're gonna play some Mutant and Masterminds probably over the weekend, maybe Saturday or Sunday night in the evening. Like I said, I've got my son, and I can't pay attention to gaming or anything with him running around. I got to be a dad, which I'm totally cool with. It's all good. But once he goes to bed, then we'll get our gaming on. It's gonna be power level 10. It's gonna be kind of dark and gritty, but full color superhero. I mean, you want to make Superman, power level 10, make Superman. As long as you stay within those requirements and you follow the rules in the book, you'll be okay. But if you're interested in playing, jump over to Discord and hit me up there, and then we'll get you on the. We've got one character set up. I've got another friend who I believe is going to play Grumpy Cat, or as his Discord handle is Ugly Cat. I think he's going to play. So we got 2 players. I'd like to get 2 more. And if you're interested, like I said, Sunday evenings, 8 o'clock. Central Standard Time. I'm in Minnesota, don't you know? But yeah, we'll be running that. That'll play for probably 3 to 4 hours, maybe longer. We're gonna actually roll dice. I'm not gonna use any dice bots or anything like that. I want people to roll. It's a D20. That's the great thing about Mutants and Masterminds. It's one die roll, and that gives you everything you need. So we're gonna run that. I recorded this, just to change gears here, and I'm going to wrap this up. I recorded this with OBS. So let me know how everything comes out, and hopefully everything's cool. And like I said, my Patreon followers are going to get this tonight. Everybody else will get it a week. They'll get it next Monday when I get home from work. I'll go to, or actually, I can auto set it up to release to YouTube automatically. So anyway, if you'd like to get these videos right away and don't want to wait a week, feel free to hit me up on Patreon. It helps out my family. We're coming out of a huge financial deficit, fleeing Hurricane Harvey and losing our jobs and not being able to find work here for several months. Things are better now, but we're really behind on everything. But my kid is screaming in the background, peace, love, and happiness. And remember, Mr. Mean says, be nice. Take care, everybody.